UK facing growing unrest in 2026. For decades, Britain was seen as one of the world's most stable democracies, but in June 2026, scenes of riots, burning vehicles, clashes with police and mass arrests have raised a serious question. Why is tension growing across the United Kingdom, and is Britain becoming more divided than ever before? From anti-immigration riots in Northern Ireland to controversial pro-Palestine demonstrations in London, the country has witnessed one of its most turbulent weeks in recent years. But what is really happening, and what is driving these growing tensions? Part 1. The Spark. The latest unrest began after a knife attack in North Belfast. Police arrested a Sudanese asylum seeker and charged him with attempted murder after a local man suffered life-changing injuries. News of the attack spread rapidly across social media, triggering anti-immigration demonstrations in several areas. What started as protests quickly escalated into violence. Police officers were attacked with bricks and bottles, vehicles were set on fire, and several immigrant-owned businesses became targets of vandalism and arson. Special police units, water cannons, and reinforcements were deployed as authorities attempted to restore order. But many experts say the attack itself was not the real cause of the unrest. It was simply the spark that ignited frustrations that have been building for years. Part 2. Why are people angry? Immigration has become one of the most divisive issues in modern Britain. Over the last decade, migration levels have reached historic highs, while housing shortages, pressure on public services, and long NHS waiting lists have become major concerns for many communities. Some people believe immigration is placing additional strain on already overstretched services. Others argue migrants are being unfairly blamed for deeper economic and political problems that existed long before recent migration waves. The result is a country increasingly divided over one of the most sensitive issues in British politics. Part 3. The economic factor. But immigration is only part of the story. Britain is also facing significant economic pressure. Millions of households continue to struggle with rising living costs. Rent prices have reached record levels in many cities. Buying a home has become increasingly difficult for younger generations, and public services continue to face growing financial pressure. Historically, when living standards fall and economic uncertainty rises, public frustration often grows as well. Many analysts believe these economic pressures are helping fuel today's social tensions. Part 4. The London protests. At the same time, a completely different controversy has been unfolding in London. Hundreds of demonstrators gathered outside Woolwich Crown Court in support of Palestine Action activists who were being sentenced over a raid on a defence facility. The court ruled that the action had a terrorism connection because it was carried out to influence government policy through politically motivated actions. The decision sparked fierce debate across the country. Supporters argued the activists were engaging in political protest. Critics argued that damaging property and confronting police crossed a serious legal line. The demonstrations led to dozens of arrests and reignited a national debate over the limits of protest and free speech. Part 5. The bigger picture. Although the Belfast riots and the London protests appear unrelated, both reveal a deeper issue facing Britain today: growing polarisation. Social media allows information, opinions, and rumours to spread across the country within minutes. Topics such as immigration, national identity, free speech, policing, and international conflicts have become highly emotional and deeply divisive. As a result, many people feel Britain is becoming increasingly fragmented, with communities holding very different views about the country's future. Conclusion. The events of recent weeks are about much more than a single knife attack or a single protest movement. They reflect wider concerns about immigration, economic pressures, public trust, and national identity. The biggest challenge facing Britain now is not simply preventing the next riot or protest, it is addressing the deeper issues that are causing so many people to feel frustrated, divided, and unheard. Because what we are witnessing today may not just be temporary unrest. It could be a sign of a country struggling to define its future in an increasingly uncertain world. Outro. What do you think is the main cause of Britain's growing tensions? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more in-depth analysis of the biggest stories shaping the United Kingdom today.